welcome back to Soulcreative. This is Sarah. I'm here to share a Christmas journal with you guys. This is inspired by Johanna Clout. She has a YouTube channel. Most of you probably would know of her. If you don't by any chance, please go check her out. I will list her or link her YouTube channel below. She made these beautiful journals for her Christmas collection, and she did use one like this a couple years ago for her December daily or Christmas journal for herself, and I did make two pocket size ones as well, so I will show you this one and then I'll show you the other two here in a minute. So I did take her class. She shows how to make these. I will link that below as well if I remember. It's a teachable class, and she just walks you through and shows you how to make these. So on the fronts, I did a open window here. I did back this with some wallpaper, the cover, and then I used some Tim Holtz paper. I added a envelope and some tea-dyed paper. Here is a vintage book page. This is vintage wallpaper or wrapping paper, and then here is some book page or scrapbook paper. This is a pocket made out of vellum. Some tea-dye paper, Tim Holtz paper, a digital, and of a doily, and that might be from Johanna as well. If not, it is Roxy Creations, one of the two. Some wrapping paper, vintage wet wrapping paper, a piece of cardstock I embossed and painted, and then here is some more scrapbook paper, a couple scrapbook paper tucks. This is using Book Vandal Shop, her kits. She has a winter / Christmas kit. I'll link her below. That is doily, printable. Here's a pocket using Tim Holtz wallpaper, and then that's on some more vintage wrapping paper, a tuck spot on some coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper, another tuck spot that's Stamperia paper, just a little scrap, Tim Holtz paper, another one of those digitals from Book Vandal Shop, Tim Holtz paper with a scrap of book paper or scrapbook paper, tea-dye paper, wrapping paper. This is that, I can't think of the name of this paper, but another doily printable. Here is a tuck spot on vintage wallpaper, another digital, and then here's a pocket here. I'll show you this little doodad here in a minute. And then there's a pocket here, scrapbook paper, and then this is just the same paper that's repeated in here, the other side of the envelope, and then the back of the journal. And you could put a pocket here if you'd like. This flips up, it has a little pocket there, tuck spots. Or you could glue this down as well and make it a big pocket. So I left it open for your for you to decide what you wanted to do. So then when I was making these, I was putting the tabs on, and some of them were kind of bigger, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make little notebooks out of those. So I added a little Velcro dot, and I made some little notebooks. I actually sewed them in like you would sew in a regular little journal, and the ends I just added some beads. So there's one, and then I did this one. I added the loop circle closure on this one. I used the vintage wallpaper. And then, so that just wraps back up like that. And then the last one, I used some ribbon, and I have magnetic closure, and then you can go in there, and it's a little notebook as well. So different ways of making them and making them look cute, but yeah, so I thought those were cute, and they add a little charm on the side of the journal because there's 3 of them on there, and they tie in with the tabs, and they hang off so the bulkiness of them isn't too bulky in your journal. So that's even better. So then I just use seam binding as the closure on this one. And they're a lot similar. They're just the opposite of each other. So this one's maroon, this one's green, and then they have the opposite front cover on them. That's using the Tim Holtz paper, and then I just use some of this gold organza ribbon to shut them. This one actually has a bookmark in it. So it has a bookmark. You can move it wherever you'd like. And I am going to put pockets, these on the front. I have to emboss these, so that's what I'm waiting to do. But these will be pockets. And there's one for the front and the back. So there's a tuck spot right here, and then on the opposite side it flips open. Music paper. It's a scrapbook. Here's some mulberry paper. That is vintage wallpaper with a little tuck spot. Tea-dyed paper, scrapbook paper with a little tuck spot. This is an old vintage postcard or card. I think I printed this out, or it might be actual card. I think it is a vintage card. And then here's some scrapbook paper, some of that other digital from Book Vandal Shop. Vintage wallpaper with the tuck spot. This is wrapping paper, and then some tea-dyed paper, and this one has a flip out on it. Scrapbook paper with a tuck spot. Some more of that vintage paper, and then the middle of the signature that has a tuck spot here. Here is another one of those little notebooks, and this is just, I made an alder paper clip out of this one, so it's right there in the middle of the signature, and it sticks out a little bit for it to be a little bit of a tab. Some more of that vintage wrapping paper, a tuck spot, lots of different tabs with ribbon or fabric. Some are done in paper. Other side of that vintage card. This one flips out. This one flips out. And yeah, so that's this one. That's what the cover looks like. It's really pretty. And it does have has the wax gold throughout on it, and it's really pretty. It shimmers. So these will be pockets in the front. I will have those done. And then that is that one. And then this one has this image on the front, and then you open it up. It has a little embossed pocket right there. Tim Holtz paper. This has the pine cones, and it flips out. And then I think this is the deli paper, but it's not wax, so you can write on it. And then this Tim Holtz paper. This is a belly band, but it also flips out, so you can journal inside of there. just held it on with a paper clip. And then mulberry paper, wrapping paper, vintage wallpaper with a tuck spot, tea-dyed paper, wrapping paper, another one of those digitals from Book Vandal Shop, a tuck spot here, tuck spot there, and then more of that wrapping paper. Inside is a Stamperia little scrap I had left over. And then here is one of those tab notebooks, but I just tied it in like this way. It has the string up there, so you could reuse that. You just cut that off when you're done and add more. And this flips out. This is also a pocket. More of that digital. This flips out. And just the same. Oh, well, that's nice. I didn't even add that in there. Must have been folded up and out of my way. This journal. And then on the back here, I do have another one. This is older paper clip. You wrap that around, and inside is a little notebook. So I do have these charms hanging at the bottom, and there is a belly band in the back. So, and then that's just held together with a ribbon, and I will be back with some more journals hopefully in the next year. I wish you all a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will be back to see you hopefully soon. Until then, I will see you when I see ya. Later.